Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Coruscant Knights podcast. We're very happy to have you again for another week of Star Wars. My name is Cooper. Alongside me, as always, is Mark.
Hello there.
And unfortunately, this week, Jack is not able to join us. He's feeling a bit under the weather, but that's all right because we're still
Hopefully he feels
going.
better soon, but
Yes,
for
we
this
do.
week he's gonna have off.
That's it. We do hope Jack feels better, but we will still persist today with a different sort of video. We've done a couple of them in a row. We did our Star Wars character drafts, which were really, really fun. This week we're doing Star Wars Duels,
Mm.
and I know that sounds a
Who
bit
would win?
ominous. It's essentially a who will win. We'll be spinning two wheels of characters. Hopefully, we'll get some matchups of um, characters that we haven't seen before. We'll discuss, see who our winner is, and yeah, just have a bit of fun. Thought we'd try something different. So let me get up the screens. How are you doing today, Mark? You doing all right?
I'm doing quite well today, thanks, Cooper. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm
I'm
excited
excited
to
for this.
yeah. All right, so you can see my screen.
I'm looking at it. It looks funny, like Admiral Akbar. Not sure how well he would do in a duel.
Well, we'll find out. So I'll just quickly show the people who are watching. We've got a little table here. We'll list the matchup and then we'll state who our winner is. Some might be obvious, some might be a bit more tricky, but we will debate that and find out. All right, Mark, you ready to
Let's
spin the
go.
wheel? All right, here we go. First one and second one. Who we got? Okay. Okay.
So many to
Okay.
pick from.
What a matchup
Cad
to
Bane,
start.
Cad Bane, and Ray. Oh my goodness.
I was thinking before we started this, I'm like, what if Ray fought like Boba Fett or something? This is pretty similar.
I thought we would. I thought when I saw Cad Bane, I thought it might be a rematch from our pole series tournament on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Um, he didn't do too well in that.
No,
All
well, he
right.
did pretty decent.
Cad Bane versus Ray. All right. Do you have someone in mind who you
Yeah, I
think will win?
think. Well, it's actually. I thought it was pretty easy, but now that I think about it, it's actually a bit tougher.
Yeah, it
Because
is, isn't it?
because the thing is, I was gonna immediately say Ray, and that's
Mm,
because well, she's a Jedi, but I don't want to sound too harsh like every other week, but she's, as everyone kind of knows, a bit of a Mary Sue and a bit
mm,
too powerful in every single way, and in that respect, she would beat Cad Bane. But then again, Cad Bane is like he's got so many years of experience, and he's got especially the brains and strategy for a fight. So it's actually kind of tough.
So I'm
He
thinking
also-
back to that one Clone Wars episode where he took on Obi-Wan and Quinlan Voss and almost
That's
beat him.
true. Yeah, that's
I
true.
think, I mean, if
I
you
think you
talk
might have
about them in
just
their prime, I think Cad Bane probably is
I
going to be
think
the
you might have
winner in
just
this.
swayed me as well, actually.
I'm going to pick Cad Bane.
So what? So we're talking about when they're in their prime, are we?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Ray, she has very strong forced lightning as well. So, but I actually like your point there with that Clone Wars episode. I think you've swayed me. I think I'm going to go with Cad Bane.
And that was in the prime of the Jedi as well. Like,
Exactly. Like that was Obi-Wan, like almost at his peak, pretty much.
yeah.
And Cad Bane on multiple times has put up a fight against Obi-Wan.
Mm, yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
Cad Bane's a good pick.
against Anakin as well, hasn't he?
Um,
I don't know if he
probably.
fought Anakin directly, but I remember the episode. I think it's either season one or two when they kind of take hostages in the Senate, and Padme has Anakin's lightsaber.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah. I remember that episode where I can't remember if he successfully resists or almost resists the like force of Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, and Anakin like from being mind controlled. I think that's just
Oh yeah, I remember
awesome.
that too. He's got a
I think
strong will.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Cad Bane would win that matchup. I think he's pretty ruthless, especially in his
Yeah,
prime. All right, matchup number
we
two.
don't
Let's see
talk
how we go.
about Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett,
No, we don't. Speaking of Boba Fett,
especially not Jack.
wow, this sounds familiar. For those who haven't
Oh,
been
is
following
this?
along, this was a matchup in the Bounty Hunter poll on
Yeah,
YouTube. for our bounty hunter tournament. Black Chrysanthemum and Din
Can't
Djarin.
believe I just said before how I thought it was about to be one of these rematches, and here it actually is.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
don't think the chances would be too high for that.
No. Well, okay, I got a question for you. Do you think that Mando is his prime is with the Darksaber? Because
Honestly,
I feel
no.
like that
I don't think.
changes my answer.
Honestly, don't think so.
Mm,
Because I think I'm pretty much gonna say Mando,
mm,
and you might be able to sway me again, but I think I'm gonna go with Mando because simply like we've seen how much just how strong he is through 3 seasons now. I mean, the third season is a bit less of that, but he takes on so many important people. The Empire and Moff Gideon, and he may not necessarily win all the time, but I think he's got the brains and he's got the gunslinging skills. And
mm,
Black Chrysanthemum, he's definitely up there, but I don't really remember how powerful he is. But I don't.
yeah.
I'm sure as powerful as he is, I still think Mando would win.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Black Chrysanthemum obviously is a bit of a brute force. And I'm
Mm,
thinking back to that Mandalorian episode in season one where he takes on the Mudhorn. And I'm not saying that Black Chrysanthemum and the Mudhorn are similar, but I almost feel like Mando really struggled with the Mudhorn. I feel like maybe this sort of matchup he might struggle
mm.
as well.
He's
So
kind of like a tank character.
yeah, I think I'm gonna say this might anger people. I'm gonna say Black Chrysanthemum
Ooh.
would win in a fight out of the two. And you think Din Djarin would?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. All right, so we differ on matchup number two. Interesting. Shall we get to number three?
I wish there was a way to actually see who would win.
That's it, yeah. Get some get some animators to do the fight.
Oh my goodness, there's so many characters.
All right, who we got? Okay. Oh,
What is it? Chopper and Ezra. Oh my goodness.
what is happening?
Well, we have seen Chopper almost kill Ezra on multiple
We
occasions.
have.
And if it wasn't for the Ghost crew, Ezra would have died.
Yeah. Okay. This is a bit tricky.
It kind of depends on the situation
It
because
does depend on the situation.
Chopper
I,
would just, he basically just, he's a bit of a psychopath and he would just push Ezra, as we literally saw in Rebels, through the bomb bay sort of area of the Ghost.
yeah.
But if it was an actual matchup and they were fighting each other willingly, I'm sure Ezra would win that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like if they were pitted against each other, like there's no way Chopper can win, right?
No, not in an actual battle,
Yeah.
which kind
I'm
of sucks because I really want to say Chopper just for the fact that he's nearly killed Ezra on multiple
yeah.
occasions. But I think since the whole concept of this is duels, I have to say Ezra.
Yeah,
But
I
Chopper
agree.
would, I'm sure Chopper would definitely pose quite a hurdle.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'd be a bit I mean, I don't know if was he a quick droid, do you reckon?
Quick, like
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
Yeah. So I don't know. But obviously
It
Ezra has
also
the
depends on
force.
which Ezra we're talking about. Like if it's from the recent Ahsoka, he's got very strong powers in the Force. But if we're talking like season 1 or 2 of Rebels, he's kind of still just a kid with like a
Mm,
slingshot.
that is the question. But if we're talking about Prime, I feel like yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like there's no
Prime
debate on this one.
Ezra definitely.
Yep. All right. Number four. Let's see how we go. Wheel one, wheel two. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. We've got a returning character.
Oh, I was wondering what we'll do in this scenario.
Let's go with it, I reckon.
All right, we'll
Like
go with it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. This one's actually a pretty good matchup, I
Yeah,
reckon.
this one's a lot closer, actually.
They're both pretty good characters in terms of combat.
Yeah,
I
they're
probably
both
think
like
Dryden's a bit more versatile.
yeah, they're both close combat sort of melee sort of things. Dryden
It's
Voss,
tricky.
like I just think of obviously that scene at the end of Solo with the knife thing, the vibro knives,
Yeah.
whatever you call them, and he against it's against Han Solo, isn't it?
Mm.
Um, damn, he puts up he's very like maneuverable kind of thing, like agile sort of thing. I feel
Yeah.
like. Whereas again, Black Chrysanthemum is more of is more of just punch you. If he punches you, you're out of it.
Yeah.
So it more kind of I feel
Mm,
like it kind of depends on how well or who's on the offense and who's on the defense. Because the way I look at it in this scenario is if Black Chrysanthemum was trying to attack Dryden Voss, he could just easily dodge and weave out of the way. And if Dryden Voss was attacking Black Chrysanthemum, well, I feel like he's going to get a hit on pretty well because I feel like Black Chrysanthemum is a bit too big, sort of like heavy to move out of the way, cumbersome.
yeah, I can definitely understand where you're coming from.
But
I'm
I'm not
still
sure
trying
how
to.
well. I'm just wondering how well he would take a vibro knife to like the chest or something. Like,
Well, that's it. And like, I can't remember do you remember how he got the scratches across his forehead?
no, I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
can't remember either. Uh, this is very tricky. This is a very
Because
tricky.
I feel like Dryden Voss would get more hits off, but I
Yeah,
feel like Black Chrysanthemum could tank it more. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, if he gets slashed a few times, I feel like he could take that and it would
yeah.
only anger
Okay,
him.
yeah. I'm going Black Chrysanthemum as my winner
Oh,
again.
this is actually so tough.
It is tough. They're both really
This is
good.
like a coin flip. It could go either way, but I think as well I'm gonna go Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
Like I was originally thinking Jordan Voss, but as I was kind of going on, and I really think he could take a few hits, and then eventually he could knock the knife out of Dryden's hand or something, and it's
Hmm.
over.
Yeah, definitely. All right, number 5. Let's see how we go.
Ooh, Captain Rex, that would be cool.
Oh, this is a okay.
Grand Admiral Thrawn and Greedo.
It's probably one of the more obvious ones, I feel
Yeah,
like.
I think I'm just gonna straight away say Grand Admiral Thrawn,
Yeah, I'm gonna
but
agree with you.
we will go into it in more detail.
Well, I feel like we don't get enough of Greedo in the films to kind of
Yeah,
know
all
what he's
shows.
about. Um, obviously he's
Because
okay with a blaster, I guess.
yeah, we've spoken about it before on the podcast how Grand Admiral Thrawn is more of like a mind sort of guy, but he has, and as Jack has mentioned many times, focus on his fitness and his strength, and we have seen him not often, but sometimes with a blaster in an actual fight.
Hmm.
And Greedo, I'm pretty sure he's meant to be one of the better bounty hunters, but from what we saw with him and Han Solo, I mean, I think I'm going with Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I'm gonna agree with you. I don't think Greedo would stand a chance in all honesty.
No, I don't really think he would either.
So there's not really much to debate about. Do you reckon would Greedo get a couple of hits or no?
Not even a couple of hits, I reckon.
Wow, you think Thrawn would just end him like that?
I don't know if he'd end him straight away, but he wouldn't be able to be hit by the time that he got Greedo.
Okay, very interesting. I feel like Greedo might get a couple shots off. Maybe would like
What
not
when
be
you say
accurate,
shots,
but
do you mean on Thrawn,
okay, he
or
might
just
get
for,
one shot on Thrawn, but it'd
or
hit
do you
like
mean
his
just to
leg or
fire his
something.
blaster
No, no, like actual, he would hit Thrawn maybe once on his leg or something.
with the blaster?
Yeah.
I reckon he'd get a few shots off, but I don't think he would hit Thrawn. Or he might, I guess, maybe one, but even then, I think it would be tough.
Well, besides the, kind of lame argument that he might get a shot off, I think we're pretty much in agreement that Thrawn would absolutely
Oh,
uh,
easily,
beast
easily.
Greedo. That was probably the easiest one of
He is
them
a
all.
Grand Admiral after all.
He is a Grand Admiral. All right, next matchup will be.
Greedo is just a member of a
Wow.
hive of scum and villainy.
Oh
Jango
my
Fett versus
God. This is a
Shin.
good one.
Wow, that's a good one.
This is a great matchup.
That is a fantastic matchup. I think I already know who I'm going to pick though,
I
but it
don't.
would be tough.
Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking Jango Fett
I'm thinking Django as well.
because Shin, she's definitely powerful. She's definitely a very powerful character. But Jango Fett put up a major fight against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I mean, he did get absolutely destroyed by Mace Windu, but Mace Windu's known for being so strong and offensive in his force and lightsaber powers.
Mm.
But Shin, and in regards to Shin, she struggled. I mean, she eventually beat Sabine in the first episode of Ahsoka, but she struggled against her in a rematch in episode 4, I think it was. Um, and
And
Jango, I
against
think,
Ahsoka, and against Ahsoka in
yeah,
late
because I think
episodes.
Shin is just she's got the Force and she's got a lightsaber, but she's just I don't think she's trained well enough. Or it's not that she's not trained well enough; she hasn't been trained to the point far enough
Yeah,
that she could withstand Django's martial artist abilities and his brain power
yeah,
strategy.
yeah.
So I think I'm going with Django Fett.
I'm gonna agree with you, and I feel like more evidence points to the fact that Jango Fett took on and beat one of the best Jedi of his time, being Obi-Wan. So
Exactly.
if he can beat Obi-Wan, he can beat, and he's in his prime, he can beat Shin.
I think I'm noticing a theme here. It's a lot of them is we're using Obi-Wan as a control variable. Can they beat
We are.
Obi-Wan?
All right, spin number 7. Let's get it going. How we ending up? Mm.
Darth
Now,
Vader, Count Dooku.
Darth Vader, Count Dooku.
I'm immediately saying Vader, but I do want to mention it would Count Dooku would probably stand a chance.
Well, we've kind of already seen this matchup,
Yeah,
haven't we?
that's what I was gonna say. We've seen Anakin versus Dooku, and that was Anakin. Vader is, if anything, more
More
powerful
powerful, yeah.
because he taps into the dark side.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think Count Dooku probably would put up a good fight though.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
definitely.
it depends because in the Clone Wars, he took on I'm gonna mention Obi-Wan again. He took on Anakin and Obi-Wan like at the same time on multiple occasions and beat
Mm,
them. Like,
that's true.
but
It's
it's
true,
Vader.
but yeah, it's Vader. I was gonna say it's Vader we're talking about here. Dooku is known for his skills with a lightsaber. We'll have to settle this with our skills with a lightsaber.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Vader, I think is just Dooku's got the lightsaber skills, but I think Vader's just too powerful for him.
yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go Vader, and I think you're gonna follow as well.
Yeah, Darth Vader. He's
Yeah,
got the Force. He's got his lightsaber.
yeah.
I mean, Count Dooku has both as well, but Vader's just exponentially more powerful in both of those respects, I would say.
Mm. Hey, I just noticed something. We've only disagreed once.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Come on,
so
we need some
that's
more disagreement happening here.
we do need some more disagreement happening. Well, we're about to find out what our eighth matchup is. Um, Interesting. Very
Hayes
interesting.
or
More
Asajj?
adventurous. I think. Okay, at first glance, I feel like it's pretty obvious who would win. But yeah, no, I've got no argument for Baze. Sorry, I don't think he would win. I
Well,
just feel like Ventress, she's too obviously having a lightsaber. Not that it matters, but she would just pretty much she's so agile as well. She'd be able to duck and weave all of the rapid fire blaster bolts that are coming at her.
mm,
Um, and like she might even be able to just sneak up on Baze. I feel like even though he's a guardian of the will or whatever it was, you know, I probably wouldn't give him much of a chance, in my opinion.
well, see, that's where we differ because whilst I am maybe thinking Asajj would probably win, but I feel like Baze would easily put up a fight, in my opinion. Like,
Really?
I know this isn't Asajj, but he took on like 4 or 5 Death Troopers, and he tanked multiple hits and kept going, and
Mm,
he managed to defeat like 2 or 3 of them, if you remember, in the end of Rogue One. So I think Baze would put up quite a fight because I feel like it's in a way a bit unfair, more so than the others with the lightsaber versus blaster kind of
mm,
scenario, which has
mm,
happened before. But in this case, I think Asajj is just, a Sith assassin. She's very strong in the Force, and as you said, very agile and ducks and weaves around Baze. So I'm still going to say Asajj Ventress, but I want to say that it's, in my opinion, pretty close. I think Baze could quite possibly, if he could get one or two hits on her and make her drop her lightsabers, that might be the end.
Damn. Okay. I must be underestimating Baze Melbus then.
Yes.
I think it'd be over pretty. I mean, it might. I feel like the fight
I
might
think
last
it's
a minute or
either
something, but
determined, yeah, I think it's determined in the first 30 to 60 seconds. And if it goes on longer, then I think Baze has got a chance.
yeah, I agree. All right, coming to the end. Spin number nine. Oh, oh. This is a good
Qui-Gon
one. This is a good one.
against Rose Tico. Come on. This,
You
this,
know, Rose is pretty good with her little taser gun.
oh my goodness, this is going to be so boring for everyone watching. This
Well,
is the,
hang
this
on.
is the
Hang
easiest
on,
battle ever.
hang on. Would does Qui-Gon have the like capability of killing someone
Well,
that's not
even
a
if he
Sith?
doesn't, he could just knock her out or something.
How?
Force her into a wall and she'll get knocked
Oh
unconscious. We've
yeah, I
seen
guess
that.
so.
We've seen that type of thing happen many times.
How quick do you think this fight would end?
This fight would end in, I would say, like 20 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Like Rose doesn't stand a chance. She's an engineer. She's not a soldier.
Mm, so you're giving her absolutely no chance at all.
Not a single chance.
Wow.
Qui-Gon is immediately winning this battle.
Okay. Um, I I'm obviously going to agree, but I feel like Rose, she might be a little intimidating if she pulls out the stunner, you know.
Intimidating
Yeah,
with a taser
yeah.
against a Jedi. They weren't even intimidated by Darth Maul.
Oh, Rose can be scary. You don't know.
Scary. Rose.
I don't know.
No, no, sir.
All right, let's get to
The
the last
final
spin. Let's hope
round.
it's a good one. Who we
I
getting?
want to see Captain
Who we
Rex.
getting?
Come on. I want
Oh,
to see
oh, okay.
Greedo again
Yeah.
against. Oh no, I think we got to redo. We've
Yeah,
had
that's
both
not
of
a
these
good one to end
characters.
on. But for the
It was
sake of it, do
Greedo
you think
versus
Qui-Gon would
Qui-Gon.
win?
Qui-Gon would win easy, but yeah,
Yeah.
let's get on to a new one, I'd say.
Yeah. I think that's the better way to go about it.
Why is Jabba the Hutt on this? He can't do anything.
Okay.
Chopper again. Oh, Captain
Okay.
Rex. I did want a Captain Rex one.
Okay. Um, I'd be okay to end with this one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so, but I think this is another pretty easy one.
Really?
Yeah.
You reckon Captain Rex would just go bang, 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 bang?
Captain Rex has destroyed many clankers in his time.
Yeah, I guess so.
How about we keep Rex, but we change Chopper?
All right.
Because I
Let's see if
think
we can get a new character.
we'll say Rex. Yeah, we'll go until we get a new one. Rex would beat Chopper, I'd say.
No, we just got another. Hang on. That was Greedo. The wheel's
Oh,
not being
again?
very kind today.
You might have to remove him if you get.
Here we go. New character. This is a better one. This is a way better matchup.
Oh, that's much better. Cassian Andor as Captain Rex.
This one
Wow.
might take a bit of debating.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, okay, so the way you think about it, Captain Rex is a skilled soldier who's been
He's a
trained from
professional
birth,
soldier.
but I guess Andor has as well. He's got more experience with life, I guess. Um, Captain Rex kind of only known the Clone Wars,
Rex
and
is Rex is a professional soldier. Andor is more of. I mean, he's a spy, but he's kind of. I feel like every time he's in a fight, it's for his own defense.
mm,
Most times.
yeah, I think. I mean, you got to remember also, Andor, as far as we know, he was entrusted to take out Galen Erso, and he was going to do it by sniper. So he's obviously
Mm.
a
He's
good
willing
sniper.
to. He's willing to do what's necessary.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take some people by surprise. I think Cassian would win
Oh,
because
okay.
I think even back to the case of if it came down to like a showdown or like a standoff, he would be the first one to pull the trigger.
That's
So
true.
I'm gonna go Cassian. I think he's got a better skill set as well.
I think this is good because we can have some disagreement. I'm saying Captain Rex.
Yeah.
But I want to have it out there on the record. Cassian would definitely put up a fight. Actually, I think this is one of the closest fights we've had out of all the matchups.
Hmm.
I am saying Captain Rex because, as we said, Andor's definitely got the skills and got the mindset to kill essentially, and he's definitely an extremely powerful soldier. But Rex has not only he's not only a soldier, he's both born and bred to be for the sole purpose of being a soldier. He's had training in, soldier training. He's fought in the Clone Wars for however many years. He's got a number of years of experience. He's taken on more than just droids. He has taken on other peoples or other humanoids or other aliens. And I think mainly just down to his experience, I think I'm putting down Rex as the winner.
Yep. That's a fair argument. I think it would be very close as well.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, that was a good matchup to end on. Much better than
definitely.
Greedo versus Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
Um, that was really good. I think if we added more characters even, I mean, maybe not added more because I feel like, we got a lot of repeat characters
It would
and
be cool I think it would be, especially if Jack was here, I think it would be more divisive if it was the matchup of three characters against each other.
oh, true.
Yeah. That,
Yeah, that
that
would be
could that
good.
could be for next time we do this.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right. I will stop sharing my screen. But that is it for everyone who's watching. Those are the matchups and those are who we think would win. We only differed twice on who we think, but I think there were some good matchups in there. I really like the Django Fett versus Shin matchup.
Yeah,
That was a really good one.
that one would definitely be quite an impressive fight.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of another Star Wars podcast. Thanks for watching and listening. We always appreciate
Yep.
you guys who tune in every week.
Thanks
Um,
to our Patreons, Ben and Nikita, as
yep.
always.
Always a massive support, always a massive uh you know yeah, they're just a nice support to us. It's really nice of them to continue to follow us throughout our journey. And if you want to join them as patrons, we've got a link
And
in our
be shout
Instagram
outs.
bio. You can go check it out. There's a couple of benefits on there, and it's pretty cheap as well. So definitely worth it in my opinion. Um, Also, we've got the grand finale of the Star Wars Bounty Hunter tournament coming up tomorrow. It is Boba Fett versus Din Djarin. Probably two of the favorite bounty hunters, I would
Yep.
say, in the Star
Find
Wars
the poll on
galaxy.
YouTube.
But that'll be open for a couple of days, so make sure to go vote.
And how
And get
interesting, we noticed actually in the final four of this tournament, three out of the four characters were all Mandalorians.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
it was quite interesting actually. And I guess that kind of speaks to
Sh-
how their culture has
Yeah, exactly.
evolved.
It shows their culture as fighters.
It'd be interesting to go into that a bit, I reckon.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe we could do a video on that.
Mandalorian
Anyway,
culture.
that's for another time.
Yeah.
But make sure to go follow us on socials. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. We're so close to 100 subscribers. We want to get there by the end of the year. We can't do it without your help. But for now, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.